your polar shift, your polar, you want to call it polar wobble? And if you would like to say it, when it started, well, just go back to when the first bombs were manufactured, the first bombs were experimented upon planet Earth. Since then, your Earth's stability has gone into decline. So when we see neutron bombs being exploded in Iraq and other places, every time you make a very vicious, aggressive vibration, you are going to have counter reactions of that what is either vibrated loose or what is vibrated into disharmony, whether it is people, animals, insects, or your precious planet itself. I call all of you to respect and honor one another, to reach out to the poorest of the poor. Today they are poor and rich of soul, and you are rich and poor, it seems, of soul. Because as I spoke to you many times before, you all want and continually desire information. But have you ever thought, actually, for the very, and I mean less than a handful to count, over 10 years, ever said, I shall go and assist them so more information can go out and we will be living in the know? And I come back to you again, because this is this time that you need to come into the knowledge, into the know. When you are going to be asking yourself, so when did the first explosive material came about? Of course, China does have the knowledge of great fireworks and, of course, explosions that are made by combustible materials. But the United States of America and somewhere in Russia, the greatest amount of explosions took place at the testing of these ugly bombs that destabilize the outer crust of our planet that you live upon. And of course, we need to definitely take a serious look at these conditions as we are looking now at conditions where many hundreds of thousands of people could die because of the neutron bomb. And when that takes place, we know that everything pulverizes, from animals to birds to humanity. Everything pulverizes, and all that will be left is empty buildings and the likes. Also in nature, it will be barren. It will be very devastating. Maybe some places upon the earth experienced this kind of a disaster already. When we go to the exploding of the first bombs, and we took a very weather testing by the United States of America or whether by Russia, it really does not matter. What matters is the damage that has been caused to our wonderful planet. And whether you are, as a planet, as a humanity, really already under the control by the extraterrestrial community who come and go freely in the area of Tibet, China, and India, and they have an enormous facility under the Himalayan mountains, where there's also the coming and going of some very, very high-speed railroads deep underground. And maybe some governments even don't know, but I believe every country that has pyramids in it has had conditions, situations that dealt with the extraterrestrial travelers. When we go into Mexico, into an area of Mexico past Cancun, we have there also sophisticated pyramids. The other parts of this global paradise also have pyramids, and still pyramids are discovered that were covered up by dirt, by sand. And also there is the other thing about polar shift. We cannot say it is because of overpopulation. When the population is large, it makes it more difficult for the powers that be to control all of humanity. Red, yellow, black, green, purple, doesn't matter. They like to have total control. And at the same time, your planet is experiencing a war by the unseen, these that have the great power to be unseen in the universe and here in the universes and upon the earth. They also have their struggle and their war over who gains control over planet Earth. Extraterrestrials, Mount Shasta, deep underground, and I mean really deep underground, Mount Shasta area has also again a connection with Tibet. So many of you are looking to this element and that element and the other, but as a visionary prophet, I need to bring you to this place of being in the know. And I hope that many of you, that I like to stir up your conscious and subconscious mind into thought and reason. And as I asked you before, we like to hear from you. And if there are some people who are interested in volunteering and assisting us, we are hoping to be able to come to a place where we can raise the funding and that we can make a film, a movie, where then, actually 2 films, where we then actually can come to the place and say, these are the places that I know, and these are the places that we want you to, in your heart of hearts and in your minds, to think about. As well as I come back to this magnificent city, the holy city of Ebla. And I want you to research that. And with this, stirring up your thoughts and getting you to research when were the first bombs exploded, truly the first bombs upon this planet and under the planet. And let us know, share, be in the know, be wise, and do not think about the overpopulation that they brainwash you with. Let we come to a place where we learn to honor and respect all people wherever they may be around the planet. 1,000 blessings to you. Goodbye.